What does it take to become one of the best in the world? Is it a God-gifted ability you are born with, or a fire in the belly to prove yourself? For Max Verstappen, his success came through both efforts, combined raw talent with rigorous discipline and childhood lessons that proved both tough and life-altering.
All I have to do is be quick straight away and be consistent and don't make too many mistakes.
Prior to Max Verstappen becoming a household name in Formula One, before breaking records and creating history, there was just a kid with a dream and a father who believed greatness required sacrifice. Today, we will reveal the untold tale of Max Verstappen, an extraordinary prodigy who rose from childhood grit to international glory. From karting tracks to F1 podiums, this journey narrates an iconic racing figure's rise through their career arc. He proved that champions don't just happen, they must be created.
Oh, this feels good.
Max Verstappen is champion of the world!
Oh my God!
Maximilian Verstappen entered this world on September 30th, 1997, in Hasselt, Belgium. But racing had long been part of his life story, even before that day. Racing wasn't just part of his family dynamic, it was the family. Max's father, Jos Verstappen, was no stranger to the intensity of Formula One. Between 1994 and 2003, he competed in 107 Grand Prix, with 2 podium finishes, and earned himself a reputation as an aggressive competitor despite failing to achieve championship success himself. Jos Verstappen ranks 2nd overall among Dutch Formula One drivers. Only his son Max has beaten him. Jos's drive for excellence laid the groundwork for Max's upbringing. Max Verstappen wasn't the only legacy in racing. His mother, Sophie Kumpen, was also a formidable competitor in karting, competing against future F1 champions like Jenson Button. She proved that racing talent wasn't limited to just men. Sophie's calculated yet tactical driving style provided balance to Jos's intensity, creating an ideal combination of aggression and strategy that would eventually form his son Max's racing DNA. Max was born in Belgium, but chose to race under the Dutch flag as an expression of his pride in his father's heritage. Raised near the Dutch border, Max spent his weekdays attending school and his weekends immersing himself in racing, quickly developing an obsession with engines, speed, and discipline. At 4, Verstappen began racing karts. By 7, he began competing in championships. In 2005, he competed in his home province of Limburg, Belgium's Mini Junior Championship, and later went on to win its Vice Championship for that category, ushering in an exceptional racing career that quickly eclipsed those of his peers. Max's journey in karting was truly amazing. While other children his age were focused on video games or team sports, Max was already mastering racing lines and throttle control. Max was unstoppable on his journey as an emerging prodigy. Max had won his first local karting championship at 7 in Belgium, and then quickly rose through the ranks, not only winning races, but dominating entire seasons as well. By 9, he was competing against older drivers with greater experience, but still outwitting them thanks to his sheer skill. Jos, Max's father, spared no effort when it came to training his son Max. Training sessions often consisted of hours of rigorous practice sessions, combined with mechanical lessons and mental conditioning techniques. On weekends, they traveled throughout Europe, testing his abilities against those of top players in his category. Jos' most notorious example of this behavior came after Max performed poorly at a karting race in Naples. Annoyed at Max's performance, Jos pulled into a gas station, ordered Max out of his seat, and drove off. Max saw this harsh reality as an opportunity. It forced him to accept responsibility, develop mental strength, and understand the high-stakes nature of professional racing. Jos' methods may have been controversial, but they worked. Max emerged stronger, more focused, and more determined than ever to succeed. At 13 years old, Max took the international karting world by storm. Winning both the WSK Euro Series and CIK FIA World Cup Championships proved that he was not just a rising star, but an undeniable force. At the age of 15, he won the 2013 World KZ Championship in Varennes-sur-Allier, France, in KZ1, the top karting category. He was only 17 years and 166 days old when he drove his Red Bull at the 2015 Australian Grand Prix, making him the youngest driver to compete in Formula One. Before being promoted to parent team Red Bull Racing and taking Daniil Kvyat's place, he competed with Toro Rosso and 4 races in 2016.
The sun is out, the smiles will be out. At 18 years and 227 days old, Max Verstappen wins a Formula One Grand Prix, wins the Spanish Grand Prix.
He became the youngest driver in history and the first Dutch driver to win a Formula One Grand Prix when he won the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix on his Red Bull Racing debut at the age of 18. He placed third at the end of the 2019 and 2020 championships. He became the 34th Formula One World Drivers' Champion and the first Dutch driver to win the F1 World Championship after winning the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max agreed to a new deal with Red Bull in 2022, which would keep him competing for the team until at least 2028. According to reports, the contract is worth an incredible £40 million annually, which is comparable to the amount paid by championship competitor Lewis Hamilton. At the track, Max is a reserved person. He is obviously in Formula One to compete, even though he puts up with the constant media duties. Max was faced with many obstacles on his journey. Many stemmed from Jos' tough love approach to life. Jos believed that only through discipline and hardship could Max develop the resilience needed for motorsport's rigorous environment. Max made his transition to single-seater racing in 2014, when he competed in the European Formula 3 Championship at just 16 years old, producing one of the greatest rookie seasons ever seen in motorsport history. Max completed 10 out of 33 races, finishing third in the championship standings and cementing his standing as an up-and-comer in Formula E. Red Bull Racing noticed his impressive performances and signed him to their junior driver program. Max made history as the youngest driver ever to compete in Formula One, debuting with Toro Rosso at only 17 years old. Though some critics had doubted his readiness, Max showed everyone otherwise by scoring points in only his second race, another record-breaking achievement. Max was promoted to Red Bull Racing mid-season, making history again by becoming the youngest ever Formula One race winner at just 18 years old in his debut race for them at the Spanish Grand Prix. Max's victory at this Grand Prix marked the beginning of a new era in Formula One. His aggressive driving style, daring overtakes, and consistency quickly made him a fan favorite. By 2021, Max was locked in one of the fiercest championship battles ever witnessed in F1 at Abu Dhabi's season finale. For the majority of the race, Hamilton was in the lead and seemed certain to win. After investigating the race, the FIA declared Verstappen the winner. Max Verstappen set new records for race wins in 2022, but in contrast to his 2 seasons of complete dominance, Verstappen's victory this year wasn't an easy one. He won his second world title in 2022 with 15 victories from 22 races, finishing 146 points ahead of his nearest competitor, Charles Leclerc. Max has maintained his dominance this season, breaking new race victory records while winning 6 races outright en route to an undefeatable 2-term world championship. Max Verstappen has won 4 Formula One World Championships and earned 63 Grand Prix victories during his Formula One career. 2023 marked his most dominant campaign yet, as he set an unprecedented 19 race wins record and held a staggering 290-point advantage over the second-place driver. Verstappen continued his successful run in 2024, earning 9 more wins to cement his status as one of Formula One history's greatest drivers. Now, Verstappen will set his sights on 2025 as the year he begins another title defense against an increasingly competitive field. Max Verstappen's journey is more than an account of talent and success. It is an intimate tale of determination, discipline, and the strong bond shared by a father and son. From karting prodigy to Formula One champion, Max has redefined what it means to be a champion. If you enjoyed this deep look into Max Verstappen's life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring motorsport stories. Who should we feature next? Tell us in the comments below. See you in the next video.